Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to walk you through the Roborock Saros 20 map settings. If you're interested in the Saros 20, the link to it will be in the video description, where we also have linked our top robot vacuum, wet dry vacuum, and cordless vacuum picks, along with our daily vacuum deals website. So be sure to shop all those links in the video description. So we're in the Roborock app. We're going to select the Saros 20. We already have our map made, so we have videos of that on the channel as well too, so you can go ahead and check that out. In this video, we're going to show you, once that map is made, how to edit the map as needed. So here's our map. Top right hand corner, there's 3 icons. We want to look at that middle icon. It's a map with a pencil, so we're going to select that. And this takes us to 2 tabs. We have our edit map and our map details. So we'll look at all these map settings, but the first one, map details, 2D or 3D viewing, and then you can toggle on or off the icons at the bottom if you want those to be displayed or not. So up to you how you want to do that. And you can also rotate your map in 90-degree angles. So that's the map details. And then we have edit map here, where we can pick and choose our map. If you have multiple maps, they'll show up there. On the right-hand side of that, we have this little map with the plus. That's how we create another map, if you want to add an upstairs, a downstairs, that sort of thing. We'll get to that in a minute again. Backup, restore, and delete the map. Below all that, we have our 4 icons here. So the first one we'll look at is no-go zone. With that selected, you'll notice in the top right-hand corner, we have 2 icons. The first one is a little path with the eye. So you can enable or disable its path. So see, it shows you how it navigated previously, which is really cool. But if you don't want to see that on your map, you can turn that off. The second one walks you through how to basically use this, showing you just what cleaning area management is. And then we can add things like invisible walls, right? And everything's drag and drop to reposition. We can add no-go zones. So that's how you set that up right there. Then to the right of that, we have our edit rooms. If a room on your map isn't correct, you can merge, divide, rename, or remove the room. So if you wanted to merge a room, select 2 adjacent rooms, and then you can merge those together. If you wanted to divide a room, you could just choose a room, and then you can divide it, right? And then obviously you can rename or remove a room, but everything's fine here. I don't need to rename or remove anything. I'm happy with how it is. Then we have edit furniture, so you can add furniture to your map. It's really up to you. I never do this, but if you wanted to place everything, you could. Place your pet stuff to help with the pet modes. That's what you'll want to do here. But everything else, up to you. And then we have edit surface. So we can adjust floor type here. So you can choose tile, floor horizontal, floor vertical, or default. So if something isn't the right way, you can change that there. We can add carpet, so rectangular carpet or round carpet. So say you add a rug in the future or it missed a spot of carpet, you can just put that on the map. Thresholds, you can identify thresholds for it. So it can climb those. So we can add one here, right, in yellow. Boom, there you go. And then we can add curtains. So if you add a curtain, it will attempt to clean behind the curtain. So if we add them, it's just a little squiggly line. So you'd put it by like a window. We have a curtain there. You could put that on the map. And now back at this screen, we're going to select map 1 again, and then we're going to go to the manage maps option. And that's going to bring up this page. And we're going to come back here. I want to show you how to get there differently. We can also get there in the top right-hand corner, hit the settings gear icon. And we can scroll down to manage maps. So 2 ways to get there. On this screen, the first thing we see is map saving. You can enable that to save your maps. And then below that, by default, it'll be on single level, but you can add multi-level, just move, toggle which one you want. And then you have 2 different options for recognizing which floor and which map to use. Do you want it to do it automatically? That's what I do. Or do you want it to manually select? So you'd have to manually choose every time. I leave it on smart recognition. It works fantastic. And then if you have multiple maps, this is where they'll show up, where you can edit and restore them. And down at the bottom, here's another way. Hit that plus icon, do a quick mapping run, and you're all set and ready to go upstairs, downstairs. That's how you're going to do that and add multiple maps. Everything else relating to our map would be down at the bottom, where we basically just have different ways to clean with our map. So we can clean everywhere. That's the full. We can clean different rooms by picking and choosing rooms on our map. We can drag and drop zones on our map, or we can set up routines. So that's going to be what you're able to do there. And I want to mention that depending on how we want to clean, it's pretty cool. We have this customize option. So let me show you. So bottom left-hand corner, hit vacuum and mop, then hit customize. And now for each selected area, we can customize our clean for that particular room within our map. So very cool that we can do that and build that all out so you can get everything configured and dialed in exactly how you want it.